If I told you you were the sole reason for all the Halo hacker bans, it's like I'd know. Okay! I'm hopeful. Hello, are you that god Heca player? Let's get a criminal. Criminal, I'm praying to God that I can get Hecarim this game just so I can show you how good I am. Woo! Okay! Now we just hope it doesn't dodge. Yes! Okay. It's time. And no exhaust! Woo! Okay, let's get it done. Chat, if you guys want a full game informative Hecarim game, type 1. If you guys want to learn how to carry like me, play by play, step by step, type 1. Alright, first things first, always start your topside camp. Always. Reason why? Because we always want to path towards bot, right? Perma. Always want to path towards bot. So what we do this game is we're going to start red, and we're going to look for full clear. Enemy Boyne is non-lane, Kennen is, so I'm assuming that he starts bot side, which means that it's really good that I got my ward on the blue early, because he could do red into my blue Grom. So we just sit here, and we're gonna look for full clear. We're just gonna check lane states, see how things are looking. Top laner's getting shoved in. Looks like our mid laner is even, and then bot lane is gonna be shoving them in. So that's not bad. So now with level 3, you always say third pointing Q, or second pointing Q. Reason why is just because more damage for your full clear, so you finish it faster. Don't use your W on wolves ever, by the way, because if you do, you're going to run out of mana. And then what you do is you drag the wolf all the way here. Auto it. Q. And then you walk here, aggro at W. And that's how you do a perfect Hecarim full clear. So now we're going to ward here because the enemy team could be invading us. Let's push it with E. And then what I'm going to do is this. Here, I'll show you. So the enemy Boyne was in the river, which means I'm guessing that they ward the river, but they wouldn't ward the tri. So I'm going to come all the way around, and instead of going for double crab, we're going to wait right here in this tri bush. How insane is that they're waiting? What? So I mean, I guess I had a ward there. I don't know. That's weird. Okay, so now level 1, we always want to get our Onion boots. Reason why is just because more move speed is more damage as Hecarim, and then getting ability haste also means like lower Q cooldown. Since you have lower Q cooldown, you can clear a lot faster. Kennen doesn't have phase rush, so a top gang is also possible here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move for a top gang. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to drag out our Krugs like this. And the reason why we drag out Krugs like this is so that then I'll finish them with Q. So I can keep Q stacks. So now I can gank with 3 Q stacks. Okay. So that's his vision there, which is whatever. I'll just back off, free full clear, and then we'll be okay. So we weren't able to get that opportunity off, unfortunately, but it's alright. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to blast cone over this. I'll scout out any vision they might have. Okay. Just clear controlled. And then I'll spam ping dragon. So here dragon's free because our bot is shoved in. Kha'Zix should also be pathing topside since he did an initial bot to top full clear. And then also we have our mid laner in lane. So he can rotate if he needs to, and Kha'Zix shouldn't be contesting it anyways. That's one of the other reasons why I was like full clearing top to bot, is because you can just treat dragon as like a 7th jungle camp. Oh my god. That Mordecai is just such a beast. So what I could do here, right, and this is a mistake a lot of people would make. I could just go, and I could take the enemy's red. The reason I'm not going to is because of tempo. When you're playing jungle, especially as Hecarim, you always want to prioritize your tempo over everything else, right? So if I sit there, and I decide to go for the enemy's bot side, imagine I get invaded, collapsed on, I only get 1 camp, and that's it. But over here, if I come here, and I, like, full clear my jungle and put all the camps on, like, timer and shit, it's really, really, really OP for me. Because we always want to play for like our camps to be perma respawning. So we can get as much gold as possible. Because once I get like 3 items, I'm just 1v9. So I'll show you guys a clearing trick that you can use. Drag the red here. W like that. And then you walk right back, and now you can double camp clear. My mana is still pretty low, so I don't really want to use my W for clearing yet. So we're just going to finish this with Q. We're going to use Ghost right now, and then we're just going to gank. Notice how I skip Jinx? Oh, I have cancer for missing my R there. If I would have actually landed R there, I wouldn't have died. But I think they win this, don't they? I mean, I feel like they can. Nice, perfect. It's good. So now what we want to do is... Enemy Sauce took Jace form. So I think what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to look for a mid gank. Yep. Perfect. So then we'll shove this wave in, and then I'll look for refocus. I mean, at this point, I have 3 kills. I'm insanely fed. All I have to do to win this game now is just stack dragons. Literally. So we just finish full clear, and then we're going to look for another opportunity with our up. I usually have this like game plan when I play Hecarim that you guys can use, where if your ult's up and you're not ganking bot, you're trolling. Always look for ganks bot with ult up, or if the enemy has shutdowns. So now this is what we're going to do, watch this. I'm going to drag Gromp out as far as I possibly can. And then we're going to look for a kill on Sona. But she's dead, and I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to eat off a minion and one-shot her. Oh. I mean, it's good that she landed the root there, but she didn't need to. I could have, like, just ulted on top of her. So I'm just finish that with Q, and then I can full clear Kha'Zix bot side. So that's how I get 10 CS per minute, by the way. Like, guys are probably like, how does he get 10 CS per minute every game? This is how. Also, I'm going to show you guys a trick. So, when you kill the enemy ball lane, this is what you do. Leave the Krugs alive like this, okay? What? What? Dude, she actually just stole my Krugs and died for it, okay? I mean, that's just free drag now. But I was gonna say you leave the Krugs alive, and then you keep your Q stacks on them, and then you insta-kill their ball laner. I need my ball lane to rotate. If they don't rotate, I'm dead on this side. Shut down and lose dragon. I need ball lane. Yeah, they should not have stayed. I'll back up a little bit, and I'll get this. So now I have mana. Now we're okay. Did you guys notice how I stopped the dragon, by the way? It's because I knew that he'd try for like a seal with invisibility. Perfect. So now we just get our Umbral Glaive, and then we also get this item, boom. And this chat is a step-by-step game on how I dominated in Challenger. So it's just that simple. Alright, so what we do now is we full clear top to bot, and then we sit there, and we get dragon. Why lethality over divine or chem tank? So this is a thing I always explain, and it pretty much has to do with when you go lethality, you're playing to be the entire team, whereas when you go divine, you're playing to like be a part of the team. Does that make sense? So it's like by sitting here and going lethality, I'm playing to 1v9 the game, whereas if I sit there and I go like divine, I'm playing to be a part of my team. That's why you'll see in pro scene, they always go like divine or like in Korea. But since I'm playing like solo queue and like Jamila, whatever it is, it's like I can't really trust my teammates, you know. Okay, so we just queue this to keep Q stacks, and then I'll run up for a Herald. We're at a point where our team is so far ahead that we can just secure every neutral objective on the map. So that's what you want to do when your team has a lead, right? When you're winning, you just always want to do this. Secure every neutral. I'm gonna die for that, but honestly, it's not bad. I got 2 kills and I dragged all their attention, so now Nico and Jace both live. So we end up having a 3-for-2 trade, which means it's even in gold, and I also got my I also get my item and I get Herald, so it's huge. So now what I do is I full clear top to bot, and then after that we're gonna look for probably like inner tower balling. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take the we're gonna take wolves, and after that we'll probably look for play bot. The reason why I want to go for bot inner tower, a lot of people don't know this, is because bot inner towers give like 600 gold. Oh. What stunned me? Wait, did I get hit by Sonalt? Yeah, it was Sonalt. Fuck. Because I just proc phase rush, so I could have outrun the Everfrost and look for re-engage angle. Okay, I'm just gonna look for full clear top to bot here. So like here, I don't really need to look for any fights or anything. I just go full clear top to bot, and then we play for dragon. So the reason why I'm not fighting with my team, by the way, is because if my team ends, I want to make sure that I can still carry the game. Perfect. There you go. Alright. And now we just take Baron and then we win. You're playing with 4 ping? Dude, I'm telling you, if you've never experienced what it's like to play with 4 ping, it is generally the most insane shit ever. Alright, so the good news is now we have Elixir, so we can just look for a force fight mid. So watch how I set up fights, by the way. This is how a lot of Hecarim players fuck up. Is they sit there and they just try to like brute force mid, but that's not actually what you're supposed to do. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run, and I'm going to get Q-Sacks off their wolf camp that respawned. I don't want a one-man R for cannon. You guys saw nothing. You saw nothing. And whatever you think you saw, you didn't. You know what I mean? It's like you didn't. So forget it, whatever you think it was. Oh my god, this Jace is a goat. So now, all we have to do is we full clear top to bot, and then we can probably look for dragon in like 2 minutes. So that's the reason why I always play for drags, by the way. It's because when you get to this stage of the game, when you're like 25 minutes in, and everyone's just like jerking off mid, at least you have a dragon soul win con to play for, right? Like it isn't just like, oh, like what do we do now? What do we do now? It's like, oh no, we have a dragon to play for, like we're chilling now. What items do you go after Drakthar? After Drakthar, you have a lot of options. You can go Seroldas, you can go Serpents, you can go Death Sands, right? Maw, if you want. Whatever you feel like you need in the given game. Okay, so I'll pop Ghost. I love this champ. Alrighty! And that, chat, is how you play Hecarim. And also why I make this champion have a 60% ban rate and high ELO, EU. It's because I miss my ult, I int, and I eat the turrets. That's how. But don't tell anyone.